All right, everyone, shut the f*** up.
Wheel of Time. Reread podcast. Explicit and R freaking rated. John is the wild card, always talking shit. Joe's the straight man. He's a total dick. Tom calls in if he's not too busy. We are tWoTcast!
Hi! This is exclusive content on Patreon. And if you're watching this on YouTube, and then you're lazy and haven't given us $1 per month, you know, it's not that much.
Could be $2.
Could be $2. Could be $2. Could be $3. Could be $4. Actually, I think it's 1, 2, 5. I don't know.
Could be $5 a month.
You're viewing tWoTcast, the Wheel of Time Reread podcast. We're covering the Wheel of Time Amazon Prime show Origin Stories. And this is episode 3. With me, as always, is Jono.
Jono!
And I'm Joe, and Tom's here for Wheel of Time, kind of always. Why does that make you laugh?
Studier, man. I don't know. I'm usually not even looking at the screen when that happens, and Jono's just like, Jono!
Jono!
That happen every time.
Jono, I love your energy.
Thank you.
That's why you're here. You know why? Because Tom's energy is always like this.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
He studies his math. Does he study his physics?
Hey, guys.
How many joules does Tom have?
Anyway, Wheel of Time
60.
Origins.
Anyway.
What do you guys want to talk about tonight? Wheel of Time Origins, episode 3?
Well, we haven't hung out in a while. It's been a while since we've been on camera. I'd like to talk about...
it's been.
It's been
Talk about your... Well, I mean, since you left us last time, you've been to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a short trip.
I just wear the same shirt, you know.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah.
Without fail.
This is my uniform for when we do the show.
It's when
So
you
I
go
always
outside.
wear this.
Yeah, it's when you're
no matter
outside
what.
smoking and drinking and doing a podcast. You always wear that hoodie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this is me, just got back from Hawaii, where I've been for the last 3 weeks, because it's been 3 weeks since we recorded.
Yeah. We're not steadily getting drunker as we do these either. That would be ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Makes no sense whatsoever.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. That got you?
Said a Harry Potter spell on me.
Tom just evaporates into like a dummy.
Ridiculous. Like shit. Yes,
It's
definitely not.
Tom
Definitely
is-
not getting drunker as this goes along. At
Tom
all.
is a Dementor. He's kind of faithful.
Yeah.
Randomly appears.
Yeah.
And let's see what else we got.
Sucks the life out of every
filled
single
with
person around him when they
cigarette
walks into the room.
Sucks the. I'm glad he said that because we all fucking thought it.
Yeah.
All right, boys. let's let them watch us watch a thing, and then we can talk about it.
Yeah.
On the watch-a-thon.
Yeah, watch me watch it.
So, spoilers. This is our episode covering Wheel of Time Origins episode 3, The Greatest Warder.
Where's the spoiler
It's
alert?
entitled. I'll get there.
It was said out loud.
Taking
I said it out loud.
It's up there.
Now. It's up there now.
a bath.
It's up there now. Taking a bath.
All right, let's call and get out. This is the greatest water in the world.
This is just
It's
a tribute.
It's a tribute.
Wow, between episodes 2 and 3, which were of course weeks apart.
We recorded the streets ahead.
This looks more live action than the rest. Obviously, it's not. But... That guy Roberts?
Uno's not a warder.
I know, but it looked like him.
It's a really, really long hold on that.
Please be another man underneath him. Huh.
prowess with a sword knew no equal.
Brutal.
In battle, all who should cross him found themselves at the far end of his blade. Save one. Victories and a single loss to a farmer with a wooden quarterstaff. His soul
Who keeps those records?
legacy.
It's passed down word of mouth.
Watermouth.
Never again underestimate your fellow man. Respect the wielder, not the weapon.
Who is the greatest blade master of all time?
First off, at 10,000 to 1, can you not say, like, maybe we should do, like, a 10,001? Like you're, like, refight? You're allowed to, like, miss one on accident.
Well, I think it's such a round number. It sounds made up, and I don't really believe that they know.
Also,
He
Well,
made
that's
it to
where
exactly
that's
10.
where word of mouth oral history comes from, you know? It's just like, I heard it was
I don't know where
10,000.
history comes from.
7 with one blow.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he's fighting a giant, and he doesn't know why. You know?
You just said
oral
You said Watermouth oral history, and
that's
then
what I
you
said,
said 7
Watermouth
with
oral-
one
oral
blow,
Yeah.
and I'm done with this episode.
Next.
You know, like
Dangerous.
one guy hears it and he runs to the next guy and he's like, 7 with one blow. And suddenly the king's like, bring me the tailor. You know?
It's more like the farmer with the quarterstaff was like 7 with one blow, eh? And then he ran up and he's like, couldn't suck me off.
I defeated him.
I didn't come. And Jerome lost the farmer.
It's true, because do you remember? That's presumably Lan and his mentor, right? What was his mentor's name?
Oh, you think that was Lan?
Be-
Interesting.
David Beckham.
Nope. Try it again. Bukaki.
Oh, yeah, Bukaki. Yeah, I remember him.
I was
No, Bukama.
I was in the neighborhood.
Bukami.
Bukami. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
There's
biggest
I
problem
noticed
with
there was
this-
a lot of smoke in this episode. It's only 3 minutes long, and there's a lot of like holding on smoke with like one guy fading in and out of it. And I'm like, you're wasting a lot of 3 minutes.
Are we to assume that Jerome died in this battle with the quarterstaff farmer?
No,
That's
I
what
think he
it
just
feels
got
like.
defeated. The blade got whipped away from him, and then.
Yeah, he killed himself after.
So you think this is
So-
Lan, Jono?
Well,
I think it's Lan.
why would?
Huh.
I guess the question is, like, why?
I don't
would it-
disagree. I didn't realize it was. I didn't think about it, I guess.
what's the context here? Because Jerome comes up in only 2 times in the series. One when Matt fights,
Mhm.
Gallon and
Gallon
Gone.
and Gowan, yeah.
Doesn't happen here. And when Rand is in the middle of trying to fight all those dudes right before, like in books like 5 and 6 and Carrion and Cameron.
Yeah.
So again, not relevant to this part of the show at all. So
But that resembles maybe possibly a young Daniel Henney, as much as Luce Theron resembled the actor that played him later in the
Yeah,
show.
sure.
So.
yeah, and he's got a very bad beard. That's all I got.
I think it's pretty good. I just feel like this signals the idea that we're not getting this scene ever in the show when Matt fights Gwen and Gallad. Otherwise,
Oh, really?
this
I
would
don't
be
think
re-
so at all.
Fuck right off.
be-
Let's not even go down that path. All
Why
right.
would Matt?
Wouldn't
Why
it-
would Matt not fight Gwen and Gallad?
wouldn't this story be entirely repetitive? This is exactly what is said during the scene.
Fuck right off,
Okay.
because you're not
Why-
wrong. But you're
Why else would this be an extra?
yeah. It doesn't make like so. The only thing I can think of is this is Lan as
I think this was paired with a Lan heavy episode, like when he was, like Moraine was sick during those like 2 episodes or whatever. And he was, getting the kids in and or out of Shadowlogoth.
But I mean, if you were directing this, wouldn't you be like, well, let's tell this story? And then they would be like, well, why would we do that? We're going to put it in the TV show.
You could still show Matt kicking
We're gonna
those
do it
guys'
twice?
asses. And then they could just mention the story without like going into detail. And this is the detail? I don't know. You're right. You're not.
It's
You're
the
right
detail.
and wrong. I'm
I
upset
guess
that
it
you're
makes-
right.
You're right, and I want you to be wrong because you're a piece of shit.
That's basically what I'm saying. Yes. Yeah.
My name's Tom. I'm a dickhead. Yeah, we know, dude. And you're
I mean,
right.
that's the first thing I thought of when I'm watching it. I'm just like, why is this happening?
Oh, I assumed it was gonna be a bukkake scene.
I mean, I think
But I
it's,
mean,
it was so in the show. I think it was connected to one of the episodes where again Lan was prevalent as a highlighted character, and or not the nation, but / or the warder and Aes Sedai that were like, you know, she died and it was a big deal and blah blah blah. They were talking about warders a lot in the episode.
Yeah. It just
So like I think it was just like, let's get some warder history, you know, to the layman.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool looking scene.
Yeah, I agree.
It looks like it was filmed after someone had gotten drunk and gone to like a haunted house, like a little too much.
Yeah, again, like the fog machine like went crazy.
If there's a picture of me and Tom falling onto like a teenage boy, we know where this came from.
They party with a lot of dry ice the night before, and they couldn't just get rid of it.
You gotta run the dry ice. You gotta run that dry ice through a cooler so
Jerome.
it hugs the ground.
Also, Jerome has to be like the least like interesting name. No offense
Is
to our
it Jerome?
I think
I don't
so.
know. The
Yeah.
way they pronounce things in the Wheel of Time, it could be Jerem.
Oh, Jeremy. Honestly, Jeremy sounds better than Jerome.
I mean, if it's not
Jeremy,
Jerome,
it's
it's just
Jerem.
a different spelling of Jerome.
So
Yeah, but
Jeremy.
it's Jerome. But there's no E on the end, is there? I don't know.
There is an E on it. There's no Y. Oh, you dropped your sword, my lord, my lord.
I wish they'd shown more. Like, there's way too much fun. I know it's like a memory, and he's like telling a story that's like hazy, and like that's the whole point of this.
Well, I
but,
mean, you
like,
can't show all the fighting in a flip book. That would make no sense.
Yeah. How many pages? Do you think
All
are
right,
in
the
your-
animation is limited, and I think this episode of Origin Stories like does highlight its limitations. You know, like
Is that
they
is the
already used
farmer
up
with
their
the
whole
quarters-
budget with that first fighting scene, and they're like, we got too many limbs and too many weapons flying around. Let's just do all smoke for the last 2 minutes.
So, all right. So Jerome's number one in the rankings. He loses to the farmer with the quarterstaff. Is that?
Yeah.
Are we assuming that farmer with the quarterstaff is the greatest farmer with the quarterstaff
He's
of
number
all
one.
farmers with quarterstaffs?
He's number one.
All farmers.
But what if they did a farmer
No,
tournament?
he's
Would that guy
the
come in first?
he's got the title belt.
You do realize
I know, but
that
did Jerome fall from 1 to 10,000, or did he fall to the greatest quarterstaff farmer there ever lived?
number 604.
Did he go to from 1 to 2, or did he fall down to 1 to 604?
Do you
And all of a
remember
sudden they
that?
were just like, when that happened, why wasn't every single person just like, fuck swords?
Why are we using these things?
We're wasting our
What are we doing with our training? What have we been doing?
So here's the question though:
For how long? I don't know how long.
What if Jerome was actually Tam Althor? Because Tam Althor is a
Tam Althor.
blade master, and Tam or Matt's dad, Abel Cawthon, wins at quarterstaffs at Beltane. Is there a more well-rounded fighter than Tam Althor?
Sam was never a warder.
Why didn't he need to be a warder? He was a blade master.
I thought they said he was a warder in
He
the
was a
thing.
warrior.
Oh, Jerome?
Yeah, Jerem.
I don't think he was in the books, but I could have
Yeah,
sworn that
that's
thing
yeah.
basically.
I had totally forgotten that. Yeah, it's never mentioned in the books.
In the books, it just
That
says he's
he's
the
a
greatest
warder?
swordsman of all time.
Correct. Yeah, correct him.
Not the greatest warder of all time, but I feel like in that short,
Oh,
and maybe I heard it. I feel like this, but it's also was hard to hear.
The
well,
greatest.
I
It's hard to
hear
hear.
that.
Everything's flawless. What we're doing is flawless. It's not
Yeah.
hard to hear.
You have to go back.
Keep
You just asked
learning,
the question.
Mandragoran.
I think this is a cool looking fucking scene though. Like just kind of like propping in and out.
What,
Yeah, there was
what
a
are
lot
the
of-
flags?
Who knows?
Mind your own business.
Jerome's grave.
Next scene.
Yeah. It's moving on.
Yeah.
Next
Number 4.
scene.
See you guys next week.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
I guess
we
that's
see you next Tuesday.
I guess that's Wheel of Time Origins episode 3 in the wraps.
We've left with more questions than we gave answers.
we left with way more questions.
Good.
Wait a minute,
And-
was he a order? Wait a minute.
Anyone that could
Where
actually
is he
hear
in
the
the
audio
ranking
was like,
system?
what are they talking about? And we're like, anyway, we'll see you next week.
Yeah. And you yourself could pay for this content if you weren't a free
There's
monster.
lots of smoke.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all. That's my main issue with this one. Lots of smoke.
All I've got is seriously that image of the haunted house that we went to just a few weeks ago. Just so much
You mean
smoke.
a few months ago? If you're watching this on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll
Reloaded.
see you next week. Leave your comments
Yeah, we'll see you
below if
next
think it
week
was
for
Jerome or
episode 4.
Jeremy. Later.
Play us out.
Among the first to start, the tWoTcast was so smart to lovingly bash our favorite books. But that was long ago, and now they've grown the show, and now they got us in their hooks. Don't throw coins to these bastards, they need bars of gold at least. Someone please keep them afloat. Now let's listen as they once again ramble through a book. Let's get the fucking quote. One of them is Tom, but he is barely on. Sometimes he calls into the show. Another one is Jono. Is he their joker? Oh no. And Joe, is he the stupid one? Welcome to the tWoTcast. We will share our love for books and all our hate in every episode. We'll entertain you, make you laugh so hard you barely can stand up. That is the tWoTcast code.